55.
How many nights in my whole life or your whole life are we gonna really remember for a long, long time? Well, tonight, I'll tell you, one fella is about to play in the biggest game of his life.
Way to go, baby!
For the 10th time, Tom Brady. Jeez, he's 43 years old, and he's taking his Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a home Super Bowl.
Brady goes for the deep shot. He's got a touchdown!
What can you say? Number 12 has found a way. But wait a minute. On the other side of the ball is a team like no other team. The Kansas City Chiefs. They've got the best player, the best big guy,
Come on!
best little guy, and the best coach. They made it to the top last year.
We got it, baby!
And they're here to do that same thing again this year.
No better time to be great than today!
Let's just sit back, because this one, I think, is real simple. Let me put it like this. It's the best that there is against the best possibly that there ever was. It's Mahomes versus Brady, the kid versus the GOAT. Oh, this is a night. This is a night that I think we may remember forever and ever and ever for a real long time.
Jeff Goldblum giving us goosebumps ahead of Super Bowl 55. If you're with us on BBC Two, thanks for switching over. If you're watching us for the first time on BBC One, welcome then to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Kansas City Chiefs in the company of NFL journalist Mike Carlson, two-time Super Bowl winner Osi Umenyiora, and former NFL corner Jason Bell, as we get ready for Brady against Mahomes. We're waiting for the coin toss to take place in the stadium. And, of course, this is a home Super Bowl for Tampa Bay without it being a home Super Bowl, if you see what I mean.
A home Super Bowl.
Oh, you've done two again. Two home Super Bowl, yeah.
But it's not much of a home field advantage here, man. It's not going to be the full Tampa Bay Buccaneers experience. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs fans do travel very, very well, so I don't think it's going to be a home field advantage for them at all.
No, and there are going to be some fans there, so it will make a difference to the atmosphere, if nothing else.
Absolutely. They will be loud, and the players can feel it. No matter how many people are in the stands, they know they're there. It's emotional. They know the world's watching, Mark.
Do you think that, I asked these two, actually, when we were on BBC Two, do you think it's too close to call in all your experience?
It pretty much is. I thought Kansas City would be a little bit bigger favorites than they were when they started out, but I went with Tampa early. I started to come off of that, but I've been there so long, I'm going to stay there. They have some of the greatest, most exciting, enthusiastic cardboard cutouts in the world, and the stadium's going to be full of them.
You're going Bucks. Actually, our BBC Two, I didn't ask you who you two were going for. Who are you going for?
And you know I always leave my predictions to right now, and I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game. Wow. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive line gets after Patrick Mahomes, and I think they flummox Patrick Mahomes.
I also know from past experience what you say off-air is often different to what you say on-air. But actually, you've said Bucks off-air and on-air. Bucks or Chiefs?
I'm going with the Chiefs in a close one, but it's going to be hard to stop this explosive offense.
OK, let's head back to Tampa Bay. They are ready for the coin toss ahead of Super Bowl 55.
Three selfless heroes who've spent the past year helping others in the time of need. Please welcome U.S. Marine veteran James Martin. Educator Tremaine Davis. And from right here in Tampa Bay, ICU nurse manager Susie Dorner. Susie will do the honors of tossing the coin, and she represents the 7,500 vaccinated healthcare heroes with us tonight, along with those across the country and throughout the world. And now, referee Carl Chappers.
Susie, thank you for joining us for the toss tonight. And for all those heroes that are working on our communities, thank you very much. Captains, congratulations on earning the opportunity to play in tonight's game. Your achievement is represented on the coin that we'll use for the toss, with your logos on the tail side and the Super Bowl 55 logo on the head side. Kansas City is a visiting team. They get to call the toss. They have called heads. Susie, toss the coin. It is heads. Kansas City has won the toss, and they would like to defer their choice to the second half. Tampa Bay will get the ball this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
When you were involved in Super Bowls, in these coin tosses, did they make, how much of a difference did that make to you as the collective when you found out what had happened at the toss?
I got to be honest with you, Mark. My head was so far in the clouds during that time. I wasn't paying no attention to the coin toss. They're like, when are you going? It's time for me to get on the field? And I go on the field and I deliver, I execute. I wasn't paying no attention to that at all.
We get given all sorts of stats during a Super Bowl evening, whether we're doing it in America or whether we're doing it here in the UK. Teams to win, and they have a stat for everything nowadays, as you're well aware. Teams to win the coin toss have lost 6 consecutive Super Bowls. So see, look, you're already thinking your Bucks predictions coming true, aren't you? It does mean that Brady gets the ball in his hands first.
And that's very important because they need to start fast. They need to get points on the board to keep up with this Kansas City offense. It's going to be all about keeping it close.
And, you know, it's an interesting thing, but Brady has played in 9 Super Bowls, and his teams have scored 3 points in the first quarter.
And the team to have a stat for that as well. Team to have a stat for everything by the end of the year. By 3:30, I'm just going to be surrounded by paper. Team to score first. Team that scores first is 36-18 all time in the Super Bowl. So they win 36 of them. What will the Chiefs' defense need to do to start with against this Bucs offense?
At least try to hold them to a field goal. The one thing you do not want to do is to allow this team to score points early because that puts you on your heels. It puts you on the back foot, as they like to say out here, and it doesn't allow you to respond appropriately. But Kansas City Chiefs do respond very well when they play from behind. So who knows? That might just be something I just talked about now.
But what you would normally say in these situations, wouldn't you? You say, well, you know, if the offense get the ball first, it settles the quarterback down. Maybe they get into some momentum if they can get scoring first and so on and so forth. Does that apply to someone as experienced as Brady? Do you think?
Absolutely. Everything is all about rhythm and timing. He gets in there, he feels relaxed, and everybody on offense feels relaxed with him, especially if they have success. They show we can go down here and score. It ignites their defense to go out and get a stop of that Kansas City offense.
And the big thing for Kansas City, defensive coordinator, 2-time will tell you, it's the same guy who was the defensive coordinator in New York, Steve Spagnuolo, when they beat the Patriots in 2007. And if anybody can fool Tom Brady, he's the guy.
I mean, that's good insight, Mike, but don't start calling him 2-time when the game's even kicked off, because come 3 o'clock, that really will get on my nerves. So the ball is on the tee. We are ready to go. Super Bowl 55, and I'm delighted to say that we get the commentary from the CBS team this evening of Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. And if you've never watched an NFL game before, never watched a Super Bowl before, you will go a long way to find a better summariser than Tony Romo. Sit back and enjoy uninterrupted coverage here on the BBC. This is Super Bowl 55, the Chiefs against the Bucs.
268 games to get here in this most challenging and trying of seasons. But through it all, we get to the finish line on time, and let's sit back as a nation and enjoy it. Butker to kick. Mickens back deep. Super Bowl 55 is underway with a run back 3 yards deep. Mickens.